I can still remember the first time my father talked to me about death. He said, when a human being dies, Carol, he dies like a dog buried in a hole somewhere with only maggots for company. Soon he is long forgotten. Even though I was still a child, I knew his words were those of a tortured man. From that day on, my mission became very clear. I vowed I would never abandon him. Daddy would always be my personal hero, worthy of my complete devotion. When we were growing up, my father always talked about the perfect house he would build for his family one day. He pursued his dream with all... And in 1964, we finally moved onto the property Daddy called Paradise. It was my father's intention to create a family compound on the land. As each of his daughters married, she and her husband would be given a house next door. The family would grow bigger, but it would never grow apart.
Come on, girls. It's Saturday. Let's go. Inspections, everybody in the rooms. On the double. March to it.
It's clean enough, Carol Lee. But it's ready for another coat of wax.
Yes, Daddy.
I'm not gonna find any miniskirts in here, am I? If I find any miniskirts, I'll cancel your charge plates.
Oh, no, I'd never wear one of those.
Some of those young girls today wearing short skirts and makeup looking like sluts. Girls are blessed with natural beauty. You don't need any of that trash.
Yes, Daddy.
You're next, Nancy. Is this bed made the way it's supposed to be?
Dad, not today, please. I have a date tonight.
This doesn't bounce. You're staying in. I want you home by 11, young lady. Not 11:15, 11 o'clock.
Yes, Daddy.
Where's Joanne?
In her room.
Well, I guess this'll do. After all, you're not going out tonight, are you?
No, sir. I'm grounded for the next 5 days. I committed the horrible crime of being on the phone past 8 o'clock.
My rules are not to be questioned, Joanne. You're the oldest. You're supposed to be setting an example for your sisters.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'll be real careful about sassing me, young lady.
Len.
You know, a lot of this is your fault. They see you smoking those cigarettes. They figure they can do anything they want. That's a disgusting habit. Okay, Pootie, you're next. Your room all spiffed up?
Yeah, it is.
Not bad. What is this? What the hell is this? I preach and I preach and I preach about not cluttering up these closets, and what do I find? What do I find?
My saddle! You got my saddle! It's just the one I wanted!
Len, that's a $500 saddle.
She's my daughter. My daughters only get the best.
Can I go riding later, Daddy? Can I?
Of course you can, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, mind if I read with you for a while?
Well, sure, baby. Come on in.
Are you working on a big case?
We're putting this together for 3 years. Trials next week. The insurance company wants to settle. Man loses his legs. They want to negotiate. Pays his premiums, operates in good faith. And now that he's desperate and helpless, they want to bargain with him. Well, I'm going to see to it that they pay every last nickel.
Well, you'll win, Daddy. You always do. I just wish I could be there to watch you. What are these?
Oh, just some pictures from when I was in the war. They helped me get ready. They helped me get my mind right.
Daddy, these are horrible.
Don't look away, Carol. Look at that. That's real. That's a part of life.
No wonder you're so tense all the time.
Well, nobody likes war, but sometimes it's a matter of survival.
You were a hero, though. You saved men's lives. Did it hurt really bad when you were wounded?
Yeah, you rise above the pain. You train yourself to ignore it, mind over matter. If I could teach you that one thing, Carol, nothing in this world would ever hurt you.
Oh, Joey! So beautiful. Mama, look. Isn't it gorgeous?
What's going on here? What's all the squealing about?
Joanne's engaged. She's marrying George.
It's getting late. Time for George to go. We'll speak about this another day.
Yes, sir. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? You're 19 years old. And you decide to throw your entire life away?
Daddy, I love George.
Joanne, I want you to marry a professional man, a man with a future, after you finish college.
I am in love with George Westerfield, and I am going to marry him. You don't have to be there if you don't want to, but with you or without you, I am going to marry him.
Daddy?
I lost her. I lost my oldest daughter.
You lost her, Daddy? She's not leaving town? Oh, George seems like a nice guy.
She doesn't understand how hard I had to struggle. Working 2 jobs, going to law school at night. I did it all for you. So you could have a better life than I did. It's up to you now, Carol. The honor of this family. Promise me you'll go to college. Promise me you'll marry a man and we can all be proud of.
I will. I promise.
I knew I could count on you out of all my daughters. I know you won't let me down.
Oh, how lovely you look tonight, my dear. And so pleased to have you back with us. We know you're going to make a mix. Johnny, who's her full-time partner? Not wishing you any bad luck, Gretchen, but good luck to you, Mrs. White.
Getting across town to a job interview is stressful enough.
You finally get to have a brother.
I like George. He's always smiling.
Yeah, he's a wonderful man.
I don't know what the man I marry is going to be like, except that he'll absolutely adore me and think everything I say is poetry.
Mine's gonna be a professional man, like maybe a doctor or a lawyer, maybe the president of the company.
Mine's gonna like horses and dogs.
Of course.
You know, for a man who is dead set against this marriage, Daddy sure is going all out.
Well, that's Daddy. Always did enjoy putting on a show.
You know, Joanne, maybe he's doing this because he loves you. You are always so quick to criticize him.
Okay, Carol.
No, I mean, you never give him credit for anything. He will come around to like George. I know he will.
Okay.
Now, how do I look?
Joanne?
You look like a Barbie doll.
Joanne, you look absolutely splendid. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Daddy.
Mr. Fagon? George, you take good care of my little girl.
Yes, sir, I sure will.
Would you care to dance, sir?
Len, I've got some supper for you. Len? 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 Oh, Carol! Nancy, call an ambulance, quick!
Dr. Irving, OR Freeway. Dr. Irving.
Mama, what happened? Is he okay?
He is just fine, Joanne. Oh, they've got him stabilized, and he's resting now. And evidently, your daddy has had a mild heart attack.
A heart attack?
A mild one, Joanne. He is absolutely out of any danger. Now, the doctor said that there was just a slight narrowing of the arteries with no indication of any kind of blockage. So, with just a little bit of oxygen and some nitro tablets, and he's going to be just as good as new.
You know what? College semester starts next week. Maybe I should just stay home.
No, Carol. You're not going to college. That'd really upset him.
Nancy's right. You keep to your plan. Your daddy is going to be just fine. He survived Okinawa. He survived Pearl Harbor. Men like Leonard don't just die.
Hey, I'll take over now. Get some sleep. Just fine.
Len, one of your clients just called, Jeff Hartley.
Told him I wasn't here?
Well, I told him, but he sounded a little irritated. You know, you're only in the office a few days a week now, and no one could ever reach you at home.
I have a bad heart, damn it. You want me working every minute of the day till I keel over and drop dead? Would that make you happy?
Oh, Len, of course not. It's just that the doctor said that you shouldn't be just sitting around. Len, what's the matter? Are you all right? Are you... Shirley, get the oxygen, honey. Len, now just take it easy. Take it easy. Calm down. Shirley, hurry, honey, hurry. Just take it easy. Shirley will be right here. Just a second. Here we go. Here, take that. Take little breaths. Little breaths. I say breathe easy. Breathe easy. Are you okay? How do you feel?
I'm going inside, taking an angina pill.
the boys like? Are you getting anybody?
I'll tell you everything after supper, okay?
Oh, I didn't think we'd be seeing you till Easter.
I'm in trouble, Mama. Daddy? This is Bruce Applegarth. He's a sophomore at Louisiana State. We've been dating each other for a couple months now, and we got married this morning in Mississippi. I'm pregnant. I didn't mean for it to happen. I went to Mama yesterday, and she said we better do this before we came to you. I'm sorry, Daddy. I know you wanted me to finish college,
Carol.
but...
Oh, shh. Shh. It's all right, sweetheart. You did the right thing. That's what's important. Well, young man, what are your intentions now that you've married my daughter?
Well, sir, if I can stay clear of the draft, I'd like to continue my education.
That's good. That's good. One uneducated son-in-law in the family's enough.
It won't be easy with a wife and child, but I figure if I get a full-time job and take some classes at night...
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I'll set you and Kara up in a little house. I'll pay the bills, pay the rent. Give you an allowance for groceries and such, as long as you stay in school. You understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Oh. I was so afraid you weren't gonna love me anymore.
Oh, Carol. That's nonsense. You're my daughter. No matter what happens, I'll always love you.
How is that one, Dad?
Oh, that's wonderful, honey. Just great. Shirley, that cooler's empty. Put some ice in it.
I'll take care of that, Mom.
Oh, thanks, George.
You know, Carol, I don't get it. Why would Bruce enlist in the Army?
Keeps man to Vietnam. I signed around for 3 years. I'll probably get stationed in Germany. So, how's George doing? Anyone finding a new job? He's waiting on a call from offshore radius. But in the meantime, Daddy's picking up the slack, paying the rent. He's not doing a whole lot for George's incentive.
Would you rather he just let you go on welfare?
No, I'm not saying that, Nancy. I'm just saying that sometimes Daddy's generosity keeps you from getting all that you like. It's another way that he keeps a rein on you. Oh, Lord, I better take that job before he scrambles for brains. George, come on, it's time to go.
Now, you take some food with you. Take some chicken. Take some ribs.
No, we're stopping. Thanks.
Go on, take the food with that jobless wonder you're married to. Who knows where your next meal's coming from?
Why do you do that? Why do you have to be so mean?
That's okay, Ma. I know he's only teasing.
Man,
What?
how could you embarrass your own daughter like that? You almost brought her to tears.
Well, she's gonna shed a lot of tears as long as you're married to that bonehead. Okay, who wants some watermelon? I grew it myself. Let's see that knife. Oh, hey, it's okay, Prudy. Nothing's wrong. I want you to meet somebody. This here is Marty Courtney. She lives over on Walters Road, just a few blocks from here, and well, she's gonna be coming around the house helping me with yard work.
Your father said you like horses. I like them too. Maybe we can go riding sometime.
Honey, you know, your mother, she might not understand what you saw here today. She might get real upset. She might even decide to, you know, leave home. And you know whose fault that would be? Well, yours, because you told her. You know, you wouldn't want Mama to leave us, would you? No. Well, good. So this is gonna be our little secret, right? Okay. Why don't you go on home now and take care of your horse? You brush him down real good. And I'll be along in a little while.
I'm afraid I won't see your cookie.
Oh, look at me. Bride is supposed to be beautiful, and I look awful.
We think you look beautiful.
How can you girls sit there and say that I look beautiful?
'Cause we love you.
Oh,
I'm coming.
You do like Mike, don't you?
Sure we like him. A lot.
Hey, how are you? Where's George?
He went to the movies with Joanne. I'm babysitting.
Oh,
Who are you?
and Mike Holland. George and I were in the Navy together. You don't remember me, do you? I used to date your sister Joanne about 6, 7 years back. Oh, of course, you were a scrawny little kid back then. You're not a kid anymore, are you?
Look, maybe you should come back when George and Joanne are... There we go. Come here.
Hey, look at you.
This is my son, Bruce Ryan Applegarth.
Well, aren't you the cutest little thing?
His father, my husband, he's in the service in Germany.
Germany. Is that right?
I'm supposed to visit him next month.
Oh, now look at your big old eyes. So big and blue. Now, where'd you ever get such big, beautiful blue eyes?
You've been spending just no time with me. Maybe you've got too much of that extracurricular activity. So take tip. While you're at it, baby,
Kind of a funny outfit for a gardener to wear, wouldn't you say? Who does she think she is, strutting around in an outfit like that?
Daddy said we're supposed to treat her like another sister. He wants us to take her shopping, play tennis.
Well, I will tell you what we ought to do. We ought to grab her by the hair and kick her scrawny butt back to Walter Road.
Daddy strapped a bunch of us.
Oh, for God's sake, Nancy, you're a grown woman.
How's not gonna come, Shirley?
Hey, gorgeous, you want to mix up the salad?
Hey, can I give you a hand?
Carol, isn't it amazing? Your daddy actually expects me to believe that that young woman is here to do yard work.
You think he's having an affair with her?
Of course he is. He's been having affairs for years, ever since Joanne was a child. I'm sorry if I shocked you, honey. I know how you worship your daddy. But I have been quiet about this for just as long as I could. I never wanted to do anything that might make this family split apart. But now he has parked one practically right on my doorstep. He is renting her an apartment. He has given her a charge card. I found all of the receipts in that little hidey hole he keeps in the library. I don't know how he's afforded it. Stopped going to work altogether. Oh, I'm tired. Just tired holding this all in, Carol. I'm just tired of the humiliation.
Are you gonna leave him, Mama?
Oh, your daddy doesn't believe in divorce. If I left, he would make sure I ended up living in a shoebox. He'd do everything in his power to make the rest of my life miserable. Oh, doesn't do to go against your daddy.
LJ, Joanne said you wanted to see me before we left?
Yes, George, yeah. Well, come on in here. George, I've been thinking. I'd like to buy you and Joanne a boat. A sailboat. Something of decent size, 40 foot or so.
You want to buy us a boat?
Well, it'd be for the whole family. We go for outings on Lake Pontchartrain, but you'd hold the title. Now, you'd have to keep maintained. Now, you were in the Navy. You're good at that sort of work. What do you think?
Well, I think that sounds terrific, sir. I'll go make some phone calls, get a good price for you right now.
Good, good. George, before you go, I've got a paper I need your signature on. Add an extra coverage to your hospitalization for you, Joanne, and the kids.
Oh, sure thing, LJ. And listen, this is really nice of you about the boat. That's real generous.
Yeah, well, that's what brings me pleasure, George. Doing things for my family.
I don't know if we should do this. Hey, George. What are you up to this fine morning?
Hey, Blondie. Your father wants me to put up some floodlights around the stable. Hey, that Boyer's getting big awful fast.
Come on, George, let's go. I have to get to town.
Talk with you soon. Gotta go lift that barge, tote that bale.
Yes, I got you. Bye. Say bye. Oh, my little boy.
Oh, Carol, I'm gonna go get my hair done and pick up some groceries. Do you need anything for the baby?
No, we're just fine. Oh, you know, maybe you should pick up some more talcum powder. I swear, this baby gets more rashes.
No. Where are you going in such a hurry?
The office.
The office? Daddy's going to work?
I doubt it. Well, I will get that powder for Bruce Jr. I'll be back about 4.
Okay.
No thanks, Lynn. Carol and I already started supper. Should be ready about 6.
I checked by the stables. He's not there.
Shirley said George didn't buy the stables. I can't imagine where else he might be. Okay. Daddy said check behind the stables on the Hassel side of the property. She's going to look, Lynn. Okay, we'll see you about supper time. Bye. Shirley. Shirley! No, wait!
Mama? Oh! Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh.
Carol, you go to the house, call an ambulance.
Pain relief without the pills.
No pills, no pain.
There you go.
That'd be fine. Thank you so much. That's great, sweetie. Thanks, sweetie. That's so nice.
I can't believe she would come here. On Mama's birthday? How could you do such a thing?
Probably because your father invited her.
How can you be so blasé about it?
Hey, father's renting us a house, paying for practically everything else. Don't want to badmouth the man.
I just can't understand it. How could he pick a tramp like that over Mama after all the years they've spent together?
Carol, people fall in love. These things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Come here, Bruce. Let's go look at that pig, huh?
I know about George.
You took a policy out on him 9 months before he died. Double indemnity in case of accidental death, with you as a sole beneficiary. For $200,000, you killed your own daughter's husband.
You was a loser, shiftless bum. Joanna's better off without him.
You left your own grandchildren without a father. How could
I
you?
took very good care of that family. Joanna's getting Social Security, VA, survival benefits. George is making more dead than when he was alive.
I want a divorce. I refuse to live with you any longer.
Do you think I'm gonna let some blood-sucking divorce lawyer snoop around in my personal affairs? Absolutely not. I will bury you first.
I will not live with you any longer. I refuse to live in this house.
I'll let you have a separation. Buy your own house, pay for all your expenses. Shirley and Nancy can live with you, but I will never, ever grant you a divorce. Shirley, whatever you're thinking, keep one thing in mind. I have a policy on every one of you.
Nancy, I have to see him. Where is he?
He's in the living room. I told you.
Joanne, wait, what is going on?
Mama told me what she found. Now I want to talk to you. In private, now.
Well, Joanne, anything you need to say, you can say in front of my friends.
You are a murderer. You killed my husband. Now, I can't prove it. I can't have you arrested, but I know you for what you are. You are a heartless, cold-blooded murderer.
Joanne, what are you saying?
Stop it. Stop defending him. Stop being so blind, Carol. He's not a hero. He's not a saint. He is a monster. Now, I never want to see you again. Don't you call me. Don't you come to my house. Don't you set foot near my children. From this day on, you and I are finished. And you, if you so much as cross my path, I will tear your eyes out.
Ever since her husband fell, she's been kind of crazy. Well, who's bet?
Well, this is it. It's the last one. How's I gonna seem the same when Mama gone?
Well, it was your mother's decision. I wanted her to stay.
Those, things that Joanne was saying about you and George, they weren't true, are they?
Carol. Of course not.
No.
still on the grass. Rabbits will be moving.
Well, why don't you going off that way, and Marty and I go off this way?
Why don't we hunt together?
Well, I don't like to be crowded. We'll meet back here at noon. Come on, Bruce. Go on.
Blood everywhere. I've never seen so much blood. He said it was an accident. He said that he slipped on a bottle, and his hand, his left hand, is almost blown completely off. They can't put it back. And the whole time he's talking about the insurance, the police report. His hand's hanging by a single piece of skin, and the only thing he can think about is the insurance.
Shouldn't be here.
Yes, I should.
I need to talk to you.
Okay.
You know, when we got married, it wasn't because we were so much in love. It was because I was pregnant. And then you went off to the army to Germany, and it seemed like you were there forever. While you were gone, I met someone, a friend of Joanne's. His name is Mike Holland. I fell in love with him. I didn't mean for it to happen. But it did, and I'm still in love with him, and I can't keep pretending that I'm not. It's like you once said, people fall in love, and there's nothing you can do.
Hell, there isn't. I'm not gonna give you up. Now, you go to this boy, and you tell him that it is over. I will not let you leave me.
Bruce, Kimberly is Mike's daughter. I'm sorry. I wanted to... I'll pack my things in the kitchen. I'll move in with Mama.
Hey, Carol. When are you going to tell Daddy about Mike?
Soon, I guess. You know, I think Daddy'll like Mike. Mike is strong. And he really, goes after what he wants, and he's not afraid of anything. He's more like Daddy than anyone I've ever known.
Well, that's Mama. Oh, you... Oh!
He's mine now! You let him go! You give him a divorce!
Carol, Nancy,
He doesn't love you anymore! He wants to marry me! What do you just let him go? Please!
Oh, God, she's bleeding. This guy's
I'm sorry.
What the hell is going on here? Shirley called you.
I will tell you what is going on here. That psycho girlfriend of yours tried to kill my mother.
It's probably just a cat fight between two jealous women.
She came at me with a rock. She tried to split my skull open. She thinks I'm the one who won't get a divorce. I'm telling you, Leonard, I have had it with the two of you. I'm going to see to it that that lunatic is locked up.
Shirley, come on. Look, Marty is young and immature, but that's no reason to throw her in jail now. Come on. Look, you promised to drop the charges, and I promised to give you a divorce. What do you say? We got a deal?
Get rid of her, Leonard. For your own sake, get rid of her.
I can't get rid of her. She knows too much.
The Craigslist killer strikes again.
Oh, come on.
All right, you play for a while. No, you ask me yourself. Just kidding. Hey, you.
It's my wife, baby.
Hey, what are you doing out here all by yourself?
Wasn't even sure I'd be welcomed. Oh, all the trouble your mother and I have been having.
Of course you're welcome. You're my father. That comes first. You know that.
You and Mike found a house yet?
Yeah, a really cute one out in the country near Covington.
Covington? That's over an hour away.
Daddy, I'm 24 years old. I have 2 kids. I have a new husband, and I need a new start. I think that being away will really help things. It is only an hour away.
I know, you're right, you're right. I bought you a special present.
You did? What?
A life insurance policy. I'll keep it at my house. Make all the payments.
You got me an insurance policy?
No, not you, for Mike. Now, you kids just don't think about those sort of things, but that's what a father's for, to look after your future. I just want to make sure, no matter what happens, that little girl will always be okay.
Daddy? Oh, God, you scared me. How'd you get in here?
I'm sorry, Carolee. Didn't mean to scare you.
You look awful. What's wrong? Can't you sleep?
No sleep. No sleep for me. No sleep.
Is it your arm? Does it hurt really bad?
They don't want to pay me for it. The insurance bastards are fighting me. They say it wasn't an accident. They think I did it on purpose. They think I did this on purpose? Look at it, Carolee. Look at it. This is how much I've suffered. For my family, for you. What more do I have to do? How many more pieces of myself do I have to give?
Shh. Lie down. Lie down.
I'm in a hole. I dug myself in a hole. I don't know what to do. I'm in a hole.
You'll get out of it. You always get out of it. Daddy, just try and go to sleep. We'll talk about this all in the morning, okay?
Hey, come here, boy. Hey, I missed you. Oh. Go inside, I need a chair.
Well, it's good to have you home. You know, I got a visit the other night from Daddy.
Oh, well, isn't this great? Hi, honey, how was your trip? Are you tired? Everything go all right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What happened? Did something go wrong?
Yeah, almost. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. What's with your old man? What'd he step into now?
The insurance company won't pay for his hand.
What the hell are we supposed to do about that?
Well, I thought that, you know, since we seem to be doing so well financially, that maybe we could lend him a few $1,000s until he gets this thing straightened out.
A few $1,000s. Oh, sure, just hand it over to him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great, Carol. I go down to Mexico every month buying weed so that...
What?
What the hell?
You told me you were down there buying jewelry.
I told you that, Carol, because that's what you wanted to hear. Oh, I envy you. Oh, I really do. That's an incredible talent you have, seeing only what you want to see. Oh, you just like your mama, ain't you? Here. You take that, and you give that to Daddy. But you make sure and you tell him that that's from that working-class son-in-law of his, okay?
I want to see my father.
He's busy right now. You know, you should call before you come over. Her Highness is here.
Daddy, what is wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. What do you care what's wrong with me?
What are these pills? Where are you getting them?
Oh, the damn pills the doctors give you no better than aspirin. What do you want? What are you doing here?
Well, the other night you told me that you were in trouble. I thought this might help you.
Where'd you get this money?
Mike got it.
How?
He's been smuggling dope from Mexico.
You got this selling dope.
Yes.
I don't want this money.
But, Daddy, you told me...
I want in.
What?
Whatever Mike's doing, I want to be part of it. We can be partners. He can make some runs for me.
If Mike knew that I told you, he would have my head.
I'm broke. This is a way out for me.
No, I can't do it.
Yes, you can. He loves you. You could talk him into it.
Daddy, you are asking me too much.
Too much? How can I ask you too much? After everything I've given you. I gave you life. Oh, Carolee, you all I have left. I mean, if you turn your back on me, if you abandon me, then I don't see any reason to go on living.
Hey, girls, do this.
For the kids.
Okay, fine. Well, if it's for me, then I want you to do this for me.
No, Carol.
One trip. That is all I'm asking you. Just one more run.
Drop it. Look, baby, I'm losing it. I'm losing my edge. Cops can smell that. Dealers can smell that. It's time for me to get out, okay?
I will go with you. Whatever happens to you happens to me. But please, Mike, I have never seen him like this. He is talking about suicide.
Oh, this is just great. 2 days ago, you're all ticked off because I'm talking about smuggling drugs. Now you're willing to go with me all because of him. All the damage that man's done, and still whenever he wiggles his little fingers, you just come
Mike!
running.
I cannot say no to him. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. Okay, Carol. Fine. I'll do it for you, not for him. And after that, I don't care if he threatens to hang himself from the Mississippi Bridge. I don't want to hear another damn word about your father in this house again. Do you understand that? You gotta be kidding me. What do you mean it's gone? What do you mean my money is gone? Yours and mine. Man, we made the buy. 150 keys. 5 miles outside of Nueva Vista, the Federale stopped us. They busted us flat. And they just let you walk away? They ripped us off, man. All the weed, all the cash. We're lucky we got out of there with our lives.
You made this whole thing up. You took my money, went down there, you had a nice little vacation. You come back down here with this cockamamie story.
I was staring down the barrel of an M16. Your daughter was that close to getting thrown in a Mexican prison. Do you know what they would have done to her in there? Do you even give a damn?
I want my money. Every cent of it. I'm warning you.
You warning me? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? One of your fawning little daughters? You begged me to make this run for you, man. I put my ass on the line for you. I owe you nothing, old man. Do you understand that? Nothing.
You're his wife. You explain to him why it'd be better if he give him my money. You explain what could happen if he doesn't.
Mike.
Half my cash was wrapped up in that deal. After everything, I busted my ass for you and the kids. What am I supposed to do now?
I think that we should maybe take whatever we have left and just give it to Daddy.
Okay, Daddy. What do you want to give Daddy? Is this what you want to give Daddy? Is this enough for Daddy? Is this enough for Daddy? You tell me what Daddy got about. Carol, wait. Carol, wait, I'm sorry. Carol, I said wait. Carol!
Hurry, here we go. Other horses are catching up. You gotta hurry faster.
Carol, can I get you something else? Another blanket? Some more pillows?
I feel like such a fool, Mama. How could I not have seen what was right in front of my face?
Because you couldn't. I think, Carol, you accept all the little lies and Deceit's at first because you're young, in love. You want to believe the best about the man you married. Pretty soon it just gets easier looking the other way. Till one day you just don't know who that man is anymore. You don't know who you are. That's what you have to do. Take some time and figure out who you are.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
Now, look at you. What's with this?
I got a job.
You what?
Yeah. I'm a receptionist at a doctor's office. I got an apartment in River Ridge. The kids and I are going to move in next week.
Oh. Well, hey, I got a job, too. Working construction over in Slidell. 50 miles each way, but money's sure good. Hey, Carol, I haven't had a drink the whole time you've been gone. Look, I'm sorry for what I did. I sure would like you to come home. I'd like us to work things out.
No.
Why?
I think I need some time, Mike.
Okay, I'll be patient.
I gotta go.
Okay. Hey, so your father Marty finally got married.
Yeah, last month. I don't think he had any way around it.
Yeah. He gave me a call a couple days ago. Said he wants to sit down and work things out.
What?
Yeah, he got a hold of some pot. Wants me to help him unload it.
Mike, don't go. Wherever he wants you to meet him, don't go.
Why not?
Because he'll kill you.
Well, you still see him some big bad Marine, don't you? Look, he ain't nobody to be afraid of.
Mike, please, I'm telling you, don't go.
Look, Carol, maybe this little deal put the bad blood behind us. You better get on. You're gonna be late for work. I'll call you when everything's set, okay?
Mike.
mighty glad you decided to come.
Yes?
Evening, ma'am. I'm Detective Walter Gorman, and this is Detective Sergeant Gus Clavery. Does Mrs. Mike Holland reside here? Are you Mike Holland's wife?
Yes?
I'm sorry to inform you of this, ma'am, but your husband has been killed.
No!
Thanks for coming, sweetheart. I knew you'd come.
Daddy, what'd you do?
I killed him, baby. I plugged him right through the heart. I waited for him outside. I called him over here and I pulled a gun on him. I meant for him to drive to the mall. I wanted to shoot him there and make it look like a robbery. He grabbed for my gun, so I shot him. His foot stuck down on accelerator. Crashed us into a tree. Hit my head. Thank God I didn't get knocked out. I ran on home and Marty helped me clean myself up. Well, don't look at me like that. I did it for you. You told me how he was drinking, how he hit you.
You did it all, didn't you? You killed George. You did that to your hand. You did everything.
It's a matter of survival. I'll do whatever I have to do. Now you have to help me. We can get through this if we stick together. Do exactly what I say. Just tell the police that Mike hated me. He had a gun.
No, I won't
he hated
do
me
it.
And he wanted to rob
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, and yes, you will. Well, I gave you everything you ever wanted. If you can't do this one thing for me, then, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have a daughter named Carol.
First, he confesses to you, and then he asks you to lie for him? I mean, he's making you an accessory, Carol, and he's gonna take you down with him.
But it was self-defense. He told me so himself. Mike pulled a gun on him.
It was murder. He killed him. Just like he killed my husband.
Carol, if you do this, if you go to the police and sign a statement against your daddy, he might come after you.
Mama.
This is a man who shot off his own hand, Nancy. The only thing he knows is survival. The fact that you're his child won't be enough to stop him.
What about Marty? Can we put her in jail? I will go with you, and I will stand behind any statement you make.
Well, I won't. I won't throw Daddy to the wolves no matter what he did.
He killed 2 human beings, Nancy. He broke the law.
What about honor thy father? Huh? What about that law?
Okay, girls, that's enough. Carol, the only one who could make this decision is you.
If we'd gone to the police after George died, then Mike might still be alive. If we don't go now, if we let Daddy get away with this, who's next?
Okay, Miss Holland, this is your statement saying that Leonard John Fagot confessed to you the deliberate killing of your husband, Mike Holland. And one more thing. If after making this statement you feel you have reason to fear for your life, sign right here.
Fago, will you please describe for us circumstances surrounding your meeting with Mike Holland on the evening of September the 11th, 1976?
Mr. Holland showed up uninvited at my house that evening. I agreed to meet with him in the privacy of his car. Upon entering the car, he pulled a gun and demanded $2,000 from me. At which point I grabbed for the gun and it went off. I don't know how many times. The next thing I remember is the car careening backwards, crashed into a tree. I flew forward, cracked my head on the dash. I was disoriented. Ran to the safety of my house.
Mr. Fago, this gun, the weapon used to murder Mike Holland, was found behind some books in your library. Now, how do you suppose it came to be there?
I don't know. As I said, I hit my head. I was in a state of confusion.
I see. Now, Mr. Fago, if this shooting was, as you claim, a matter of self-defense, can you explain the coroner's finding that 2 bullets were fired into Mike's head after he was already dead?
No.
Well, how did you feel about your son-in-law, Mr. Fago?
He was a no good loser.
Did you kill him?
I won't dignify that with an answer.
How you doing? You want anything? Coffee or?
I don't know if I can do it, Joanne. I don't know if I can go in there and point my finger at him and send him to jail for the rest of his life.
Carol. When we were growing up, Daddy did everything for us. He provided for us. He protected us. But I don't think he ever loved us. Now, he put you in this position, and I want him to get what he deserves, but not if it's gonna destroy you. Whatever you decide, I'll support you.
Carol, juries find it very unsettling when someone testifies against their parent. They're not comfortable with that. Now, they're going to be looking for a reason to hate you. Your father's attorneys are going to try and give them that reason. They'll try to discredit you, destroy your credibility.
It's supposed to be some kind of a pep talk?
There are going to be 2 people on trial in there. Your father and you. Now, whatever they come up with, whatever they throw at you, tell the truth. Plainly and simply. Just tell the truth. Your Honor, the prosecution calls Carol Holland to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
The fighter has been nominated for 6 Golden Globe Awards.
A team of cardiologists had determined that
with proper medical supervision, Mr. Fago is fit enough to withstand the rigors of this trial. You may swear Miss Holland in.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Carol, would you please identify the person in this photograph?
Carol,
It's Mike.
will the witness speak louder so the court can hear?
It's Mike Holland.
Now, Carol, will you tell the court about a conversation you had with your father the morning after Mike's death?
He said that he called Mike over to the house and that he waited for him outside. And
And then what, Carol?
then he said he killed him. He said he plugged him through the heart.
Carol, do you still love your father?
Yes?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Carol, you were estranged from your husband at the time of his death, is that correct?
Yes.
Was this your first marriage?
No, I was married once before.
Oh, to whom?
Bruce Applegarth.
Were you faithful to your first husband?
I was seeing Mike during my marriage to Bruce.
How many children do you have?
I have a son and a daughter.
And who is the father of your daughter?
Bruce Applegarth is the legal father.
I will ask you once again, Mrs. Holland, and I will remind you that you are under oath. Who is the natural father of your daughter?
Mike Holland.
And are you now dating a man by the name of Steve Donahue?
Yes.
Has Mr. Donahue stayed with you overnight?
Yes.
In other words, Mrs. Holland, you were married to one man, and during that time, you had another man's child. Within months of the death of your second husband, you are sleeping with yet another man. Is that right?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have no further questions of this witness.
Does the prosecution have any questions on redirect?
No, Your Honor. Not at this time.
How could you let that happen? How could you let them tear her apart like that?
The jury needed to know what kind of a man Leonard is when he went after Carol. Put a noose around his neck. You were great up there, Carol. Did a good job.
State of Louisiana versus Leonard John Fago. We, the members of the jury, find the defendant guilty as charged for the crime of second-degree murder.
The defendant will appear before me 1 week from today for sentencing. Court is now adjourned.
I hope you're happy.
You crucified him, your own flesh and blood.
Well, Mike Holland was somebody's flesh and blood. And George Westerfield was somebody's flesh and blood.
Judases. You're nothing but a bunch of Judases.
That was the last time I saw my father. He was sentenced to 40 years at hard labor without the benefit of probation, parole, or suspension of sentence. Marty was charged as an accessory after the fact. Her trial would be next. Daddy was released on bond pending an appeal. We all knew he'd never go to jail. We knew he'd find some way to get out of it. They found his body in the trunk of his car in a motel parking lot. He had been shot once in the head with a large caliber weapon. The police felt it was a suicide staged to look like a murder. When they searched his house, they found insurance policies totaling more than $1 million. They were never able to determine who placed Daddy in the trunk and drove the car to that location. The case remains listed as an unsolved homicide. Because his appeal was still pending when he died, Daddy's conviction was vacated. The charges against Marty were dropped. Mama wouldn't go to the funeral. She said it was no longer her place to be there. For years after his death, I kept having the same dream. I would see Daddy in a park or a field, and in my dream, he was very much alive. I would run up to him and shout, "Daddy, it's me, it's your daughter, Carol." He'd turn and look at me strangely, and then he'd say, "I'm sorry, young lady. I'm afraid you're mistaken."